everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins and I'm joined today by Marty Moloney, Managing Director of Buxton Resources. Marty, great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey Oriel, it's great to be here.
Now, for investors who are new to Buxton Resources, can you tell us a little bit about what you're building at the company?
So Buxton's an ASX-listed junior exploration company. It's been listed since 2007, and during that time it's really built up a reputation as a top-tier project generator. And what we're doing right now is we're building a series of discovery opportunities for large, what we would call tier one scale copper and gold commodity opportunities in Western Australia and Arizona.
Now, you just mentioned copper and gold, but you've got this portfolio across quite a few different commodities, including copper, gold, of course, but nickel and graphite as well, as far as I understand it.
Yes, so Buxton has delivered 2 resources on a graphite project in the Murchison area. We've also discovered a whole belt of nickel in the West Kimberley. That's currently in a joint venture with IGO. But our focus really at the moment is copper and gold, because we believe that those commodities have a lot of fundamental strength behind them.
Now, if we look at your focus areas, how we're standing right now, your Madman project is your current exploration priority. Where are you at with Madman at the moment?
So we'll be announcing just in a couple of days' time the commencement of drilling at Madman. It's what we call a Javieron lookalike. Basically, it's in the Paterson origin, where there's almost 50 million ounces of gold has been either mined or defined there. And about half of that's been discovered in the last decade or so. So we really believe it's an excellent exploration opportunity. There's lots of obvious targets there that can be tested, and Madman looks particularly similar to the Javieron deposit, a 7 or 8 million ounce gold deposit. So we're going to go out and stick a couple of holes into this magnetic feature, and we're really looking for to see if we can see those similar types of copper gold mineralization veins and massive sulfides to Javieron.
Obviously, location is incredibly important when it comes to this sort of thing. You also have the Copper Wolf project. You talked about Arizona. You've got the Copper Wolf project in Arizona. Tell me why. You said copper and gold are very much your focus at the moment, but why are you so excited about copper in the US especially right now?
Yeah, there's a raft of reasons why we're long on US copper. We've been in Arizona for 2019. We're well established there. We were able to peg copper resources, historic copper resources at Copper Wolf. And it sort of just goes to show that whilst it's a tier one mining jurisdiction, it's probably the second most well-endowed stretch of Earth's crust for copper. And there are a number of large operating mines there, but we are going out and doing reconnaissance work in areas which are open. We can peg them, and where there's outcropping copper mineralization. So, we've got over 100 targets there that we want to go and follow up. We've also got some excellent walk-up drill targets at our Wolverine and Sun Devil projects, where we're right next to the part of the Copper Wolf project that we've just disposed. We are seeing. So at Copper Wolf, we drilled 400 meters of porphyry copper molybdenum mineralization. And what we're seeing at surface in the areas that Buxton now owns 100% is the exact same geology that we've seen in the Copper Wolf joint venture area. So these are undrilled, untested targets at surface, and we're super excited about getting our teeth into those.
Now, you have just raised some money from institutional investors. How are you planning on deploying these funds?
So we've got a number of funding sources coming through, where the disposal of our 49% interest in the Copper Wolf project will generate about 6.15 million Aussie before tax. We've just raised $3 million on the market. Actually, just today, we've leveraged our chairman, Gervais Heddle's prior relationship with the UK market to raise another $1.1 million. So Buxton has never been in a position where it's got such a large runway through a number of different drilling targets, but also with the cash to fund that. So, I think investors can be really excited about the future for Buxton. It's going to be a really busy next 6, 12, 18 months for us, and, we're fully funded to execute that work.
Well, we're really looking forward to hearing from you on your progress, and we'll be following your journey really closely, Marty. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Oriel. It's great to be here.